What's up, you beautiful people? Hola, amigos. Welcome to the Scaper Podcast. And today we are going to be talking about, first off, we're just going to go straight into The Boys, Season 4, which is absolutely sadly the middest, but I think every show kind of has to have its low points. Kind of thinking the only show, people are gonna hate me for this, but the only good show that I could compare it to, I guess, is Breaking Bad, and maybe that is a disservice to the Breaking Bad, but I genuinely think that both of them are pretty, maybe not too par because of drama and it's different, but no, I still think, and maybe it's because of the black guy here. I'm gonna show him Ignacio or something like that. No, that's Lalo, I think. But no, my bad. I think personally that they're both that good of a show to me because I was like, damn, like the only captivating show. Cause and their season 4, maybe, and Breaking Bad was pretty hard to watch at the beginning for some reason. Maybe because as soon as I saw the cheating part, like with Ted and stuff, I was like, oh damn. But maybe that's just my insecurity. I'm like, I don't want to see any of that because I'm like, I don't want it to happen to me. But taking all my personal stuff apart, obviously Breaking Bad is never going to be beaten just because they have the character there. Gus, it's not going to maybe put up to par. But to me, it was genuinely that watchable. I can still see clips of it. And to me, it's on par. But where I was going with that was because I said season 4 was kind of like the lowest point, but it's because it started off super high and then maybe like this, but now it's gonna go season 5, which if I'm not mistaken is gonna be the end, which I know there's the comic books and I'm not going to at all check that out. I try to avoid it. I'm not gonna say any spoilers from what I've seen, but just trying to avoid all that. If you're really into it, just like in Breaking Bad, I try to avoid all those spoilers because obviously I watched that show in completion maybe 3 years ago, so I was super late to it, and I'm super late to everything. Kind of just stick with the gay stuff first and then go on to like the good stuff. Like for example, yesterday I was playing PS5, finally played Borderlands 3 after playing just GTA, popular Spider-Man games. And even though of course Borderlands is still a popular game, it's just not, I don't know, I don't like going out of it and risking it because I'm like, I guess not getting out of the comfort zone, which sounds so gay, which, oh well. But anyways, back onto the season 4. Season 4 started off pretty, the redemption of A-Train, which was awesome. I knew that was gonna happen from the last season because you can just tell. Plus at the beginning when Will Ferrell came in and all that, you could just see his expressions, even though it's so awesome because you can tell their expressions that they're like that. That's what good acting brings out, and that's awesome because it's like, damn, some characters can't tell their expressions. Like for example, I was watching this show, I think it was Cops or The Rookie, my bad, and like their expressions weren't on par with what was happening. But this time, and in Breaking Bad, of course, like their expressions, they don't need to say anything to see how they're feeling, which is awesome. I like when they get characters like that. But freak, I could tell that A-Train, I think everybody was surprised that A-Train didn't come at the end and try and mess with Homelander and possibly die. So I'm guessing, so that is why I guess people were disappointed, because it did end off pretty, it wasn't that bad, because I did like seeing Butcher versus the old noir, the new noir flying and stuff like that. And that scene when the Deep comes in, or at the peak, whichever you prefer calling them, which both. But that was awesome. Also, Kimoko at the end screaming. Every time, literally I watched the ending scene maybe 3 times, separate occasions, and it was all heart trenching or quenching, whatever it is. But I was like, damn, I don't know, you just feel it, because obviously she doesn't talk, and I watch interviews on them, obviously, because it's that good. Like, if you watch a show and you're not watching interviews, then you're maybe not that interested in it. Or that's just me, because that's what I do. Like Breaking Bad, I watched all their interviews, which sounds, again, just like if you're hopping on their wiener, but genuinely just really like the shows for some reason. Those are all captivating to me, so I'm like, damn, that's awesome. if you have any other recommendations that are close to that. I know I just started watching the Tulsa King, which I like as well. Obviously not maybe on par, just season 1 was pretty good. I was gonna say Young Sheldon, but that I didn't really watch. I liked the ending, the last season though, which when they were all grown up and they went to college and all that stuff was happening. But season 5 expectations, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I don't want to know what's gonna happen, but damn, at the end when they just got them all, and then the Gen V people came, which that show I have not been watching at all because I don't like, I don't know, maybe it's because they're all young and they're my age and I'm like, yeah, fuck those guys, maybe, probably. And I just like watching older, which sounds weird because maybe I like older, which makes sense, but that is a different topic. But so hopefully actually I know season 5 is going to be the absolute peak of it all, bam, and then it's just going to end and we're all going to miss it and we're going to be like, you know what, season 4 was actually pretty good. But season 4 wasn't at its highest potential, I guess. Not that much risks, but again, I think that the whole risk is gonna go at season 5, and we're gonna get all the same feeling that we all did back in 1, 2, 3, the 4, Billy Butcher with the powers. Was I the only dumb one that didn't really know that Jensen, or whatever the guy's name, his doppelganger, or like the virus that's talking to him, or Negan, whatever that everybody's taught or telling him since, or saying, because he's from The Walking Dead and whatever. But I never watched The Walking Dead because that's, even though I probably will now after this, just because season 5 is going to take at least a year, so hopefully. But I don't know, let me know if I should watch that, the with Negan and all that. But yeah, I was like, there's no way that he's fake. And then when did I kind of know that he was fake? No, because they showed him pretty well. They never gave him out too big, like with the bottle, giving him the whiskey. He never gave out signs. Maybe when I was like, how did he even get there? When it was I think after Ryan left Butcher's apartment, when they were talking and he was gonna give Ryan all the cookies that were I think slept. I don't even know how to say it, but they were like fucking dosed with sleeping aid or whatever. That's the word that I was trying to find, even though I don't know if sleeping aid works with this. But yeah, so that's when I was like, how did Negan get there that fast? I was like, but then I was like, oh, whatever, maybe he was just outside ready. He was like, oh, I'm ready. As soon as he goes to sleep, me and you will get him and we'll get out of here. That's the only thing that I was maybe like that. I don't know. Again, I tried so hard not to look at comments either, because I saw a comment where people were like, no, he's fake, and I was like, no. And I just completely blocked that out of my mind. And then in the episode where the wife, obviously the wife, you can or the wife that got sexually played with, which sounds wrong, but I don't know if that's how you want to put it, a little, well, oh fuck, so walking on eggshells on that one. But I know that she was obviously fake because she died in season 3, which was freaking sad. I was like, damn. I think I cried a little bit, or did I cry? I don't know. I definitely teared up more at the ending of season 4 when the girl was screaming. But I knew that was fake, and then whenever he screamed at her, I was like, okay, maybe. Oh wait, I mean maybe. Obviously, I was like, okay, damn, that's fake. And then it showed like the flashbacks, and then it was like the prisoner or the scientist that was making the antidotes. Like he was just there, and then he was reacting to Butcher screaming at nobody, and I was like, oh damn. And then obviously the alcohol scene, and then some other scenes in the park where like that lady just passed by and she was like, but damn, obviously I never noticed it. Again, I try to stay very oblivious to all that, just so it could be that good, that much better of a reveal / episode / season. And even back then, obviously, as soon as I watched the show and I was like, oh, I'm not watching this because of the first episodes of the season 1 and all the dilly waggly stuff, I was like, heck no, I'm not gonna get into this. And I didn't even go into the comics. I also avoided the animation because I'm not sure if there's a spoiler on there. I'm not trying to get spoiled for what's gonna come. Plus, I'm just trying to stay canon to just this series and not look left or right. Maybe after season 5 is ended, I'll go into all that. And oh, I wonder if there's gonna be The Boys movie. I wonder if that's how they're gonna do it, you know, like how not how El Camino was, because that's not how it was at all. But we kind of just, maybe a movie after season 5, we see the remaining people just maybe start their own school, maybe meet up with Spider-Man. I don't know why I said that. Maybe because Spider-Man is literally right here. But either way, that would be freaking awesome. But yeah, season 5 expectations, I wrote it down. I don't want to have any now, but hey, obviously A-Train's gonna come back. They're obviously all gonna fight. I wonder who. And spoilers ahead of the little comic thing, I did read, obviously, or see that Butcher might kill Ryan, or are they gonna switch it up and Ryan is just gonna kill his dad and be like, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm sorry? Is that like gonna happen? Or I don't know, you know what I mean? So again, I would rather stay oblivious to that and just guess those two little things, or not even try and branch out, just so I don't ruin it for myself. That's the only thing. I tried to tell my little brother to watch it, but he also, the first seasons threw him completely off. I was like, yep, understandable. But I told him, I was like, skip season 1 if you'd like. Season 2, obviously, they don't get any better. Like the butthole scene, the wiener scene, the orgy scene, the party scene, some other scenes, some milk scenes, but I think it's a lot less, because it's not like a rapey thingy, which I'm probably gonna have to bleep that out, because YouTube, even though I think YouTube is only picky with like the first 5 minutes, but audio version on Spotify, please. But yeah, season 5 I expect it to be cool. Gen V, I might have to go. I think I attempted it, but again, it's just so cringy watching the kids for some reason, or like the adults, like the young adults like me. I don't know, I find it, I guess their acting is not that good. Like Stranger Things I couldn't watch just because it was kids, and it felt, I don't know, like their acting is not, and maybe it's just me thinking wrong, like, no, these guys don't know how to act, which obviously I don't even know how to act. But I don't know, for some reason I just like watching, well, even then Huey wasn't that old, but for some reason they just play their character so right. And then the first episode of Gen V, like the first 10 minutes, I was like, I can't watch this. I don't know, it feels so forced for some reason. I'm kind of like, I'm just gonna stick to the boys. And even though again at the end when the Gen V people came out, I think I might have to, just because I don't want to get anything. And then I was watching some interviews where it might play into everything, which it already does, because Soldier Boy comes out and Homelander comes out, and I think Ashley always comes out there and stuff like that. So I'm like, damn, I might be forced to watch Gen V. But let me know if I have to. If not, perfect, I'll just completely skip that, and that'll be a lot less to watch, and I'll just watch The Walking Dead, because maybe that's better. Even though I've heard after a couple of seasons, it's like, how much zombies can you kill? I think after like season 4, 3, or whatever, 5, 6, I don't know how much seasons they have, but I'm ready for that. If that's a show that is on par with the rest of them. I'm gonna say just another show that I watched. It was Westworld, and that one was pretty good. That one was not the best, because I couldn't. Maybe it was just a time that I was watching it, because I would kind of just skip through it, kind of watch. No, actually, I'm lying. I didn't watch it, sorry. It's just because, shoot, I think I just tell people that I watch it just so it can be like cool. But no, I watched the recaps, like the recap guy, and that's how I watched it, which is technically, are you watching the show if you do that? I don't know. Technically, I watched the show, but I also watched iRobot, because again, I watched it like that. Those are the only 2 shows that I can think of right now that I watched through like that, which they were pretty good. The way that he was explaining it, obviously watching it is way different, a different experience and all that. An ad right here. If your grass isn't green, if you're tired of it looking mean, and if you're in the RGV area, let me know. Gama's Landscaping, RGV, we take care of McAllen, Mercedes, all the way to Bronzeville, and even in Mexico. If you have a really big lot and it's like a lot of money for some reason, we will go and we will cut it perfectly. We'll service you, and we are here for you, so you have more time to do what's important. Which I think I took that out of something, but don't sue me. Also, another thing that I want to say before, Head and Shoulders, please sponsor me. I used it literally last night. I'm gonna use it again today as soon as I finish this podcast. What do I do after podcasting? I use Head and Shoulders. Anyways, I was gonna go on to the Olympics, which is I'm pretty gay again, so I'm gonna just do basketball, esports, and track, because those are the only three that interest me. So, but basketball, USA, ooh, we already saw what Saudi almost got them, but I think Saudi has a lot of money. Or was it Saudi? Albania? I don't know. Are they the same country? Around the same area? They kind of sound like it, which hopefully that's not too racist. But hopefully Team USA gets the medal. I'm not sure if Steph Curry already has a medal. I'm not sure if LeBron, KD, and them already have a medal. But damn, a stacked team. Finally, they all have the help that they need, that they don't really have at their other teams like the Warriors and the Lakers and all the other teams that freaking KD's getting traded off to. So that's awesome. This is finally the last time I was this interested in basketball was maybe 2016 when the Warriors, because that was a huge bandwagon and everybody was watching it. Like everybody down here, I mean everybody in the world was watching it. So obviously we had to stay. Actually, was it up to 2018? I think when the last one that they won. Even though I think they won another one like 2022, but I wasn't that interested in it at all. But I was mainly super a basketball fan back then, 2016 and all that, because I was trying to stay into like the wave of what all the friends and everything. Plus it was awesome because I would just go on YouTube, watch all the highlights of Curry. Oof, maybe I'm gonna do that right after this too, while I shower. Sponsor me NBA. But if not, well, at least Head and Shoulders, please. I've been using you for years. But freak, do I think anybody's gonna beat them? Are they gonna lose? I don't know. How does this Olympic stuff work? If they lose, are they out, or are they just trying to find their seed first and then they're gonna make a bracket? Because I know it starts July 27th, which I didn't know it was that fast. I thought this season was gonna start maybe September, go all the way to December, and that's it. But again, I never kept up with the Olympics until right now. But I don't know, I pray just for Team USA, basketball team, for them to go gold. That's all I want. That'll be awesome. Plus, it'll give LeBron, even though I know LeBron's going to play, I think, one more season. So I'm guessing maybe Steph is going to play one more season too. And then they're all just going to retire together. You think that'll happen? Or do you think LeBron's going to retire after playing with Bronny? Which, I wouldn't be surprised if literally all four of them retired. LeBron, I don't know, freaking Kyrie and Steph and them. Because, I mean, they're old, and is their team getting any better? I'm not sure. If they are, let me know. If not, I'm completely clueless, and I will just, because who was at the NBA Finals? The Celtics, right? That was awesome. I was like, damn, nice, a new team. I think it was Celtics and Mavericks, which I wanted the Mavericks to win, just so Luka can get a ring, and so Mark Cuban, even though I think Mark already has one. But either way, I like it. And I like it that they're all in the same team, because they can finally maybe have their last hurrah, maybe coast the next season, not do as much, which sounds kind of dumb. But I think LeBron is going to go really, really hard with his son and be like, come on. But then I think, because last season, he was kind of just like being the playmaker and giving the other players a ball. And then I saw a comment was that, like, when LeBron lobbed the ball and a player missed it, and a comment was like, now I know why Kobe never passed the ball on this team. And I was like, damn, for sure. But damn, he's old, maybe almost in his 40s. I'm not sure. I'll put up all the information up here, since mainly you guys listen on YouTube, which back then when I had the podcast, mainly all the listeners were on Spotify, but it's okay. YouTube, let's go. But yeah, basketball team, hopefully they wipe them out, but then I don't know if they were that close, unless they go again. That's gonna be. But then I don't even know anybody on the other teams. I mean, obviously, so damn close-minded and just on the USA, and not, which probably all of us are like that, which we shouldn't be, obviously. But yeah. And then after that, it was esports for the first time. They're gonna have 3: Fortnite, Rocket League, and League of Legends, which is, I guess, yeah, the top 3 popular ones. Fortnite one, hopefully Ninja's in there, just, to keep it cool with the FaZe Clan members. Pretty sure that they're gonna get in there, even though FaZe Clan is kind of just ass people right now. I think they're just all creators, right? Like, but again, they're pretty cool, like sketches. And what's that Asian guy? I'm sorry, I don't want to guess, but that Asian guy's funny. Which I was surprised that he made it into FaZe, but FaZe up, and I'm glad that they're getting the opportunities. Hopefully, the people that they brought in will take over or something in the future, maybe, and just bring that FaZe Clan back up to its level that it used to be. Which I remember FaZe. I remember I wanted to be in FaZe back then. I was like, dude, FaZe Storm, even though FaZe Storm sounds cool. And I already had on games I would put FaZe and then Storm, which obviously I was never in it, but hey, that was just cool. And then I would buy FaZe. I bought that FaZe Supreme one time, which I was kind of drunk when I bought that, and I was I think 18. I was like, damn, but it was awesome because I still have it, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I bought a medium, and unless I need to lose at least 40 pounds to go back to a medium, or 20 pounds, because I'm a large XL. Sometimes, this one is a freaking 2XL or an XL. I'm not sure. Do I want to even look? I just bought it at the thrift store. Damn, this is gonna be so much audio time wasted trying to see what it is. But you know what? I'm just rip it off. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, it says XL. Okay, my bad. Well, it still feels huge, but I'm on L, so I need to lose 20 pounds. Hopefully, by the end of this podcast, I'm down 20 pounds. Keep out for that. Just kidding. Sorry, just people always say to have a hook at the end. But yeah, Rocket League, I don't know anybody in Rocket League. Honestly, I played it a couple of times. I'm ass at it, so I stopped playing it. League of Legends, I never played it, even though I know a friend. I don't know if I should say his name, but he got a girlfriend actually off League of Legends and she was located in super far away. I'm not gonna say it because I know I don't want to put anything on that, which I'm not hating on it, but sadly it didn't work out, which, I mean, long distance never does, I guess. Not unless you just want to play around with each other, which I guess if we're at a young age of 22, we can do that, but I'm not into that stuff. I don't play around at all. That's why when the girl left me, it's already been 3-4 months, even though it feels like a month. And then I got a dream of her. I was like, damn. Well, a lot of dreams. But just 2 days ago, I had a dream of her, and I don't know, I was like, damn it, God, do you want me to text her or something? And then I keep hearing her name, but of course she has a very common name, so it's obviously I think you're gonna hear it, but it's what is it? And I don't know. It's very, I don't know. And then I was like, maybe, I was thinking of therapy a while ago, but then I just told my family what was going on, and which, if you have anything that you're holding, trust me, your family will understand. I used to always think that my mom and stepdad would be like, what the hell, and all that. But then, I don't know, I think with me, they were just like that. Because then my little brother, at a young age, now had a girlfriend. And then back then, in high school, he had a girlfriend, which he just graduated, by the way. He's barely 18. But at 16 and 17, he had a girlfriend. And now he has another one, which he told my mom and stuff, which I was like, okay, nice. Back then, I couldn't, because I just felt that judgment. Why do you have a girlfriend? You're just going to go do all that stuff. And maybe just because the person that I was, I guess, they didn't trust me with a girlfriend. Even though I never had intercourse. The last time that I had it was when I was 15, and after the scare, I was like, hell no, I'm gonna keep this away from that. And I mean, of course, after that, not lying, I had other stuff playful making out and all that gay stuff, but it's been a while, which I don't know. I just went into that topic because it has been on my mind, and obviously here we're trying to keep it real and never lying, never trying to cover up who I am, because that's also what I was doing a year ago, 2 years ago, when I was doing this YouTube stuff, and now I just want to come back more of myself. But yeah, that was tough, I guess, and it still is. But that's because I wasn't even with her for a long time, maybe 5 months. But 5 months of me putting maybe 5 years of effort, like, I don't know, buying her a phone, which again is not good. My family already told me, like, bro, what the hell? That was too much. But I don't know. My end conclusion with that was just like, okay, God put me here to help her out, because maybe they didn't have much, and maybe I just had to show her that what a good guy was, I guess. Which I don't like saying that because it just sounds cocky, like, oh damn, Isaac, you think you're a good guy, which I try to be. I'm not the best, obviously. We all have our slips and falls, but when it comes to that, after this, obviously, I'm even more closed off, which probably sounds worse, but I don't know. My only interest in finding somebody is probably at church or something, but then obviously that can be a double-edged sword, because that's kind of what I did here. But I don't know, that's why I'm like, I don't mind waiting another 3 years, just doing this stuff, talking to you guys, being a part of this, and just moving on with this. Maybe in the future, see what it is. Maybe I'll meet her off YouTube. Maybe I'll meet her freaking TwitchCon, YouTubeCon, freaking a comedy club. Which obviously those aren't ideal, because I'm very picky when it comes to that. Just because I put it in the sense of, if I don't know, I just don't like dirty girls. It probably sounds bad, but personally, yeah, I don't like whores, I guess. Obviously, people like freaking looking at them because they're like, oh wow. Like, they like showing it off, but it's like that Muslim thing where they're like, sure, it's like a lollipop, and you take off its wrapper, and it's just been, that is what I see. Like, okay, nice lollipop, but I just always think of, nah, it's been on the ground, people have had it. That's the only reason why I guess I've been picky, and that girl was the only one that I was like, okay, nice. Maybe she wasn't, even though, again, I don't know, I liked everything about her. Which, I don't know if she even listened to this. I don't know, I told you my YouTube channel, but I don't know, maybe in the future. I even told her, obviously at the end, I was like, you never know, maybe in the future when we're both, but then, I don't know, maybe that's just me being desperate to want her, just because she fit the image that I wanted, and I was like, okay, nice, finally somebody. Oh, does that sound bad to say worthy? But yeah, I guess, because I was hoping out a lot, which again, it sounds so bad because you're like, but again, that's just how I was raised, to help a woman and get her out of situations, because that's how my stepdad was, and getting my mom out of situations and stuff like that, which is kind of why I went into that. Which, huge off topic now, because I was gonna go into esports, but no, actually I kind of already talked about that. And then it was the track. The only thing that I'm interested in is if somebody can beat Usain Bolt's 100 meter 9.58 seconds, my bad. So that'll be a sight to see. Even though some people have the 40 meters like 4 point something seconds, which I don't think anybody's gonna, damn, 10 seconds 100 meters. And that's because when those people run, it looks so effortless, because obviously they use the right techniques. My fat ass always runs with my fucking full heel, like my whole foot going down, which is super bad, which is probably why my freaking knees and my freaking ankles gave out and all that. But I know that you have to like pick it up and then run like that, so it's effortless like this. You kind of have to like do that, and I'm doing this. Damn, that's a pretty good, hopefully y'all can see it. And if for the audio listeners, which sadly we don't get much, but hey, we will keep fighting. I was just doing the little motion with my hands. But again, check it out on YouTube, the Isaac Storm. But I was kind of going into, I guess, Christ and prayer, all tough situations. Like in this situation, when I was like, no, I should text her and stuff, but no, because she already doesn't want anything to do with me, just because I put her on my plan and all that, and I was like supporting, and then obviously as soon as like a situation happened where she was like, I don't want like long term, and I was like, because, but I guess that's the first thing that should have came out of my mouth, which she didn't want that long term, but I was like, no, because I was gonna be like her first boyfriend, which maybe again that was my fault, because I'm going for quote unquote pure, like, I don't know, again, you don't want the lollipop to be on the floor, you kind of want one that's covered up, which sounds, I don't know, just you want a traditional woman, I guess, which was that a traditional way, I don't know. I hold no judgment, because you can't do that. And even though I had resentment, obviously I would be like, frick, I hate. But I realized that I hate myself, because I wasn't the, maybe I wasn't the perfect person, maybe my body too. I was like, damn, she's a very fit person. I would try to fit the fit stuff. I worked out every day, but then of course after that dump, it was like, nah, fuck my body, fuck all that. Which I don't mean to curse and talk about Christ here at the same time, but we're human and we get all those things in our head, and we think that, damn it, we can't get out of here because we put ourselves in here, even though I didn't put myself in there, even though probably it was just all me trying to do it. But of course, damn, yeah, I had a lot of I don't know, I felt very depressed, because of course this plus a divorce that was happening with my family, that's why. But hey, now all this is good, I guess. We just have to keep fighting, right? But yeah, that is why I was saying, like, with Jesus, he's always there, even if you push him away. I found it, or actually people, YouTube and all that, pastors, just like, were like, think of it as like a father relationship. Sometimes you're like obviously mad and you can like push him away, but at the end of the day, he loves you so much that no matter what you do, he will always be there. And I'm taking this a little bit off track, but at the same time, the thing with the carpet, I know there is a thing where a prostitute actually comes in when Jesus is having dinner and he kisses his feet, and the people around him are like, oh, nasty, and he is like, hey, she's the only one that came in, she cleaned my feet, she kissed it and all that. And then she stood up again, the prostitute stood up, and Jesus like forgave her. So that is also why I'm like, I shouldn't be so picky when it comes to that stuff. But obviously, again, it's just again, you just don't want the wrong woman, the type of woman that will, again, I guess you just need a woman that is with Christ. And I'm not saying that I'm perfectly with Christ the same, but just, I guess, people that fight and try to be the best version of themselves regardless, and just always knowing that God is watching and trying to be his best temple. And because again, God is us. He gave us his perfect body, so we have to take care of it. That's why I was working out a lot, which again, I need to get back into. I was motivated by that, by a woman, obviously, and now you just have to motivate yourself, Christ, your family, and that is just the perfect way to go, because you will never run out of motivation when it comes to that, because they are always here. Even though, regardless, you don't have a family, Christ is there. Even if he does all the situations, you later on will see, which I have seen, which I'm like, damn, yeah, you're right. And with the breakup stuff, I haven't seen it yet. Maybe, I don't know, have I? Maybe I'm just so close-minded, because again, I just had a dream about her 2 days ago, so it's still like, obviously she's still fresh. And yeah, sadly, I'm kind of like this with women, because or like just this one, I guess, and then 5 years ago, because I got cheated on and all that stuff. But who cares? That was in the past. That's crazy though, because I guess getting done wrong, it's always like a lesson for them, because now like they're pregnant, and then before that, like they're like, other people got into some situations maybe that were worse than mine. So I'm like, okay, nice, God maybe protected me from being in those situations. But yeah, maybe I know in the future I'm gonna see why God didn't put her in my life for a reason. But again, that is, now that I'm thinking that I had a little bit more time, I'm like, okay, maybe I wouldn't have done this YouTube, the streaming and all that. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten the GoPro, which I'm recording on right now, and recording audio on the iPhone, because that's better, because it takes forever to load this on this. But yeah, that's the only thing. So please do not think that it's the end. Only God knows when it's the end. We may be at the end of the 2000 mark, but that's all right, because now we are headed into the future. Future is in your hands. Trust that the Lord is always there, no matter what. And I do, and a prayer to you guys. I pray that you get everything that you've ever wanted. I pray that God puts the discipline in you guys to work hard. God put all the tools in your heart to continue to do whatever you put your mind to. You may not know what you want to do today or tomorrow or the next year, but trust in the Lord. Focus on yourself. Focus on the church. Don't just get and give. And that's the other thing. I know a lot of people are saying that you have to be a good person, but no, a good person that never gave, a good person that never helped will not be accepted. We are all at the grace of God, and thank you for that, Lord. Because again, a lot of people in other religions see that prostitute that the Lord could have absolutely banished and be like, no, you're dirty. Which again, that's how I was looking at it. But no, you have to look at it from obviously trying and get his perspective, because he was human one time and he limited himself from being an almighty God to a human in blood form. Even though, of course, Jesus had the powers of healing and all that, which was awesome. But yeah, we just have to continue fighting for that mind that is. That mind, that little voice that's always like, no, work out. Listen to that one instead of like obviously the way bigger voice is always going to be the one that says no. And that voice is literally 90% of what we listen to. But I think as soon as we start listening to that 10%, we will start changing and maybe turn into the 1% and help out as much as we can. Just live our lives, because sadly we can't change the world, but we can change our situation and the people around us. So keep that in mind. I love you guys. But damn, I did not want this to be a short podcast, because I was going to go on this little book that I have, which I have a lot of books that I bought a while ago, which truthfully I never read. Well, I read maybe a fourth of one. I bought 10 books on eBay, never read them. Would like to start reading this one, Stumbling on Happiness by Daniel Gilbert. And the first, the foreword, it says, what would you do right now if you learned that you were going to die in 10 minutes? And as soon as I read that, like, I was cleaning out the clutter right here, because I have books and shit, and I'm in my closet, obviously, so I have stuff everywhere. But yeah, that one little thing made me hit record, write stuff down, and just do this. But yeah, what would you do right now? I want to leave you now with the end quote, but just listen to your heart, to your soul. What would you do for the last 10 minutes? Obviously, okay, look, it says, would you race upstairs, light up that marble that you've been hiding under your sock drawer? Do you waltz to your boss and with a detailed description of his personal defects? Would you drive out to that steakhouse near the mall, order T-bone medium rare with an extra side of really bad cholesterol? Hard to say, of course, but all the things that you might do in your in your final 10 minutes, it's pretty safe bet that few of them are the things that you actually did today. Now, some people will bemoan this fact, wag their fingers in your direction, and tell you sternly that you should live every minute of your life as though it was your last, which only goes to show some people spend their final 10 minutes giving other people dumb advice. The things we do when we expect our life to to continue are natural and properly different than other things we might do if we expect them to end abruptly. We go easy on the lard and tobacco, smile, and yet at yet another of our supervisor's witty jokes. Read books like this one when we... Okay. But yeah, I don't want to go on to the whole book. My bad. Plus, my reading is bad when I'm reading out loud. That's why in school I hated when people pick on me to read. Plus that, and I had a stutter, which I still do, which obviously you guys are like, this guy, is his mic cutting off? See, like right there? Or is it bad? But I'm working on it, obviously. And the more I talk, the more it gets better. But yeah. While I continue on this last topic, please keep that in mind, and we will talk about it as soon as I say what is the best pistol brand, which absolutely out of the water, you go the other direction. Glock, Walther, Smith & Wesson, Colt, Beretta, maybe one that I'm not mentioning, like Kimber, some other high-tech ones that are like freaking $2,000, but I'm just trying to stay with the basic ones that everybody knows. First of all, Glock, I know that it is very, very sought out for, and like the best selling one if I'm not mistaken. But personally, I do not like the trigger. I do not like the plastic feel of that. But a Smith & Wesson is a slight better version of that Glock. A Walther is which what I have and which what I learned to love. A smooth trigger. Hitler had a gun, which if you don't want to go down that route, James Bond had that gun. The founder, Karl Walther, gave Hitler the gun or something like that. That story, I will put it up. But Colt, I know Colt. I'm gonna have to put Colt at number 1, Walther number 2, Glock at number 3. Not quality, just because it's best. Smith & Wesson and then Beretta, or should I go Beretta then Smith? Just because I know Beretta's good. But lately, I was just trying out some of their guns, and I was like, wow, this is not that good. This is not compared to, like, the Smith. So I'm going to go Smith and Beretta last, which I know you guys are going to absolutely bash me and say, you uncultured puss, you Gen Z, which I was born 2001, so I don't know what that is. Which I don't care. But, so yeah, so I would go Colt, Waltz, Glock, Smith, and Beretta. Which I know some Berettas are absolutely beautiful. I'm not saying that they're not, and they're really good. But Colt, I put him number 1 because they got us to the war. Walther got Germany dead, but even though I think they were our allies at one point, I forgot. Sorry, to all you historian buffs. But yeah, what is your favorite gun? Let me know. And I know it's not that really that such a topic of a, but that is the Scaper podcast. So what do you guys think of that last question, or that question that I had? What would you do? I would hug my family, be with them, cry, tell stories, eat what we could, maybe just drink water, maybe a little bread, and that's it. Wait until, well, it says if my last 10 minutes, so I would die in their arms, I guess, and just be like, because obviously in a perfect world, I would go to the beach with them, stay there, and then die in their arms like that. But I would absolutely go right now outside, grab my mom, my stepdad, my brother, and just be with them, because obviously 10 minutes is not a long time. My family lives everywhere else. But I would be with them, and we would sit outside on the grass, grab the water, would drink the water, break the little bread that we have. And I'm not saying toast the bread. I'm literally grab a roll of bread, grab the jug of water, sit down outside, hug each other, maybe feed each other bread, and there you go. That's as beautiful as, and as genuine and as, back then I would probably be like, dude, I want to freaking crash my car. I want to go do a lot of violence, still have sex with 20 strippers at the same time, and freaking die. But no. Even, I don't know, maybe if I was freaking 70 and I had nobody, I would do that, huh? But right now, luckily, thanks to the Lord and all that, I have my family here, so I would be with them for my last minutes. And please let me know in the comments what you would do with your last 10 minutes. And with that goes the end of the Skipper podcast. Thank you all so much for listening. Shout out Russia, India, shout out USA and Mexico, and any other Spanish-speaking countries. Thank you all so much for supporting the streams, the podcast, and I promise this will only get better. Thank you so much. Roll the credit. And thank you all to the supporters, Nova. Thank you, David. Thank you to the subscribers that are still here. 1 second, actually. I know, well, this is the end, so I don't really have to. But I just wanted to say shout out to some subscribers, because now we're at 223. You know what I mean? So let's see. What was I gonna go? How do you check analytics? No, how do you? No. Which again, this is at the end, so nobody is gonna watch it. Damn, it's not telling me. But either way, shout out to all the 223 subscribers. Hopefully there's not that much bots. But either way, thank y'all so much for the support.